need a battery for it, or?
Yeah, it's got a battery actually. So
Hey. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, give me one more second here. Yeah, sorry I've been sleeping so much. I saw some notes and stuff that we needed to catch up a little bit, so figured no time like the other.
And I know you have a bunch of questions that you would like to ask me.
Oh, dear Lord, do I. So let's start off with. Uh, is there anything I need to catch up on before my little mission where I was trying to pick you up outside of Berezino?
No, other than the fact that when I woke up again, finally after passing out and seeing red in the whole 9 yards, it must have been a day or so later. Uh, I went back to the church just to check it to see if there was any other loot that was there, and um, I ran into Violet and somebody else, the one that she runs with, were there, and they're
Was
the
it
ones that brought me home.
Vilma?
Yeah, Wilma.
Yeah, good on him and her. That's awesome.
But there was some other key pieces of information that I think you need to know. One being, when I was taken from the road to the church, um, Prometheus went to the back of the church, and I could see him like kneeling at the fence, and there was a priest zombie there, and he called the priest zombie to him, and the minions that were with Prometheus killed the priest zombie out front. When I went into the church, um, Prometheus, well, we went into the church with the three minions, and they seemed to be concerned about Prometheus too. They were sort of afraid of him because one of them mentioned something about, you think he's going to throw a gas bomb or something in on us, and they were at the ready in case something like that happened. And Prometheus had stayed outside with the door closed, and the minions had locked the back door to the church. But they got impatient, and they opened the front door, and I was close enough to see that Prometheus was bending over the priest zombie that they had killed, and it appeared that he was doing something with that priest zombie, and I saw a robe laying beside the priest zombie, and he saw that his minion opened the door, and he yelled at the minion to close it quickly, which he did. And I truly think he was making a robe from the priest zombie, which,
The fuck?
from what I understand, only a real cultist can do that, from what I'm being told. And they, within a couple of I'm going to say about 5 or 10 seconds, the door opens, and Prometheus, who was dressed in all buckskins and had a bow on his back, a common bow, um, with a bag over his head, was now transformed, wearing a priest robe, and was holding a skull.
The
So I
fuck?
truly believe he was a real cultist. And that's when the rest of the story, I think I have already told you, happened.
Well, I didn't recall anything that happened inside, what they were asking or anything like that. I heard
They
long range radio that you needed me to pick you up from Berezino, and I met you just briefly down there, and it seemed like aliens got you.
Yeah, well, inside the church, he basically started asking me. Well, one of the first things he asked me is who I was, and I said I'm Shadow with the host. And in his demonic voice, um, he started laughing, and he says, "Oh, you're one of Roscoe and Delilah's boys." And I tried to explain to him that I came on after Roscoe and Delilah, and I kept telling him, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And he had me kneeling in front of the skull at the altar, and I ended up, instead of kneeling, I just laid on the ground and basically telling him I didn't want to die and I didn't want to die. And he was saying things like, well, would you like to go meet Roscoe and Delilah? And I said, no, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And then he goes, uh, I said, I know Roscoe and Delilah are dead. They were killed in a church massacre. And he basically said that the church massacre was one of Vinci's greatest moments. And I said, I don't know Vinci. I don't know Vinci. I have since learned that he was one of the cultists that was at the church
He's one
after
of their
talking
higher
to
ups.
Apache.
We're about to be forced to sleep. So everyone can see. Look, I am not a killer. Yet. Bum, bum, bum. I apologize for not streaming lately. Work has just been too fucking crazy. And realistically, if I came home, I'd stream for 45 minutes and that's it. So I apologize, but we're going to catch up on a bunch of juicy stuff with all of the host. Right now, we're going through some potential cult stories with Mr. Shadow. Um, and then we are potentially moving on to Apache or any of the others for all the craziness that's been happening in the Northeast. The Northeast has been absolutely fucking chaotic. So, trying to get through that. It is Friday, for me. Sorry for all you folks that work Monday through Friday. I don't. I do pretty much 4/14s from Sunday to Wednesday. But I've got the next 3 days off. So tomorrow we're either gonna do 2 streams. There's a potential chance of 3 streams. We'll see. There's a chance tomorrow where myself and Mr. Benjamin might go goof around on Deadfall. Um, and then I will do a host one on Doug, and then potentially a KPI one on Lug. So we'll go play as a convict over there, kind of switch it up a little bit. Um, but we'll see. It all just depends. Benjamin's on the opposite side. Well, not opposite side. He's on the other side of the world from me. So he's a little ahead. Depends on what time he gets started on Deadfall. If he wants to take a freshie with him, then we'll do a little Deadfall. Pretty fun. I've actually never tried it. I've watched it plenty of times. I've seen how successful it is. And might be fun. Get out of RP real quick. Get back to the roots. Running and gunning, and it'll just kind of help reshape some of the skills that I've kind of missed since doing the host bit. I used to be a rat on DayZ that just shot anything that moved, including trees. There's old clips of those on. Well, actually, sorry, there's no old clips anymore. But that channel's gone. But yeah, I just see a bush wiggle. I'm like, ah, the person, bam! Nope, not a thing. But those were fun times. That was my earlier on ones of DayZ. But we are loading in right now. We'll wait for Shadow to finish up his cult interaction on what happened with him at the Berezino Church. From my understanding, what they were just telling me that I saw the flyer for a church event at the Berezino Church. Oh jeez, I don't know which way I was standing. But he was held up there a couple days ago by some cultists, so trying to catch up on that. GG? Aren't you supposed to be in bed, old lady? How's it going, GG? I miss you. Still sleeping in our room. I'm not sleeping in your room. You need to be proud of me. I saved the prison last night. Look at me. I'm a fucking wreck. Absolute wreck. Ugh. Missed my trip. Work was good. I expect to be out way earlier. And I plan on going do a little quick 9-hole or something like that. Unfortunately, just managed to hit the driving range was all. And just kind of said screw it. Went and did a little grocery shop and came home to prepare for the weekend. But yeah, it wasn't bad. The last couple days since I've been covered down for a couple managers that had been out were absolute fucking chaos. I did save the prison. We had a couple guests show up. So I had one of my guests show up technically. Met him. He was very friendly, but he had some stalkers in the bushes that were trying to follow him up there, potentially either hold him up and take a tent from him. But what it looks like is they were playing with dials, because he came up afterwards. So I started being very loud in there. And then they had one guy that just kept passing out pretty quick, and they all just fucked off really quick once I popped up on the tower. And they were trying to fight zombies off with knives, and I kept shooting the zombies with a tundra.
Sorry, I must have dozed off.
That happens. It's all good. I think I took a little nap as well. Let's make sure you're whispering.
I am now.
Yeah. But yeah, the guys
All right, back to the
potentially
story.
rolling our locks. I have no clue. They were up to no good. They
I know
give me
there were
real
concerns
names,
about
and they just
what
fucked off after
Prometheus
they saw someone
wanted
from the
me
inside.
to do, but other than the only thing that he asked me to do was to join him in spreading the word of Papa, and he started preaching about Papa to me, and when he asked, I didn't say yes and I didn't say no to whatever he asked me to do. I just kept saying, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I'm really hoping I don't shoot my teammate right now.
I think he started to get frustrated with ask him why he was upset at, and why he was doing this to the host, because he seemed to have keyed on me back when we were on the street. I noticed that there were numerous
Thank you for that.
bodies laying on the street of people that were killed by the Prometheus and the I call minions that were with him. And
Can we pause real quick?
Okay.
Just a quick pause. Look up at me. Do you plan on spreading any of this propaganda about him?
No, I do not. In fact, in speaking to others here of the host, you were the last person I'm going to be telling this story in full, other than me describing Prometheus to others, since I've already talked to the boys and passed the information on to them, as well as to all the important members here at the host. I'm going to keep it quiet. Benjamin said to not tell anybody else the whole story and what he had asked me to do, because it was spreading the rumors around.
Yeah, I'll give you some enlightenment on it, right? This whole Papa thing, the cult of Papa, it's a sham, right? There's no fucking such thing as Papa, right? But people that choose to spread the word and choose to believe just a little bit might fall and succumb to it. But the more the word is spread around the area, the more people are actually looking for it and listening. It's those little things that keep the ideology alive. The ideology needs to fucking die. So do not
Why do we
share
listen?
with anyone.
Yeah, I figured that is the reason for all the tapes and all the books on the Papa. It's doing the same thing, passing the word. When I did bring the skull home, and when I was talking to Violet, Violet says the first thing we're going to do is burn the skull, which we did.
And she has proof that it was burned.
I was there. I saw. I put it in the fireplace. Helmut, whatever his name is,
Vilmut.
also watched it. Wilmut witnessed it, and so did Violet. And I said, "You're my witness that it was burned," and they said yes, they would tell you that it was.
Now, can you do me a favor and walk towards me just a little bit? I'm going to ask you to turn around and put your hands on your head real fast so I can just verify that there's nothing inside your pockets. That's your F5 muscle. Yeah, I'm going to need you to stand up. No, stand up. Didn't work, but I am going to search you. I don't have any rope or anything to tie you up, but I believe you. You've never lied.
Let's go down. Let's go down to the next level.
No. We're fine up here. We're fine up here. We'll do that afterwards. I just do not pull out your firearm, I promise. It'll be bad. You're fine. You can put your hands down. I trust you. But I just want to make sure that there is no cultist skull in this barn whatsoever. There should only have been
burned.
one skull that was in here, and it was a gift from Mr. Bones.
No, it was definitely burned, and Violet witnessed it, and
you better be on tomorrow and Friday.
I put it in the fire pit.
And the day after, and the day after.
I
Your
have
daughter
no
needs to
plans
just
on
cancel the
spreading any
matches.
word
We know
from
this,
this
Gigi.
point forward. The only one that I have not talked to is
You didn't miss
Tours,
much, streamer. We're just starting.
who I have not even met yet. But there was a lot, that transpired during that. He did a lot of talking, said a bunch of things. Some I didn't understand. And he would beat or strike me. Um, and then at the end, he knocked me unconscious. And when I woke up, I saw the skull. He had told me that I had to carry it with me at all times. And I saw the skull was in my pack, and the minions and Prometheus were no longer in the church. And I heard one of the minions starting asking questions to Prometheus about the cult of Papa and wanting to know more. It seemed like they had no clue that who he was or anything about the cult of Papa. So that's the reason why I keep calling them minions, because I don't think he might have been trying to recruit them. He might have been, they might have just been along for the ride. But it appeared that they had no clue. I heard them get into a car, and I had heard the car before, but I never got to see it. And I'm pretty sure they drove off, and I don't think Prometheus was with them.
Did it sound like they went north? North of the church?
From the sound, yes.
Now,
Because I was exiting the church as I was leaving, and I was looking for stuff that was laying on the floor and picking up stuff. That's how I had that orange backpack. I had found that in the church. It was laying there. They had left me with a few things, but not a whole lot.
Now, when I came down there and found you, on my way towards where we met in the bush, a car drove by me going north. So
I mean,
that was
it was
potentially them, but
only-
you're saying there's a chance that Prometheus was not in the... How many
Was
were
not
there in
with them.
total? You're saying minions and
A
everything.
to-
Like, would give me the...
At the very beginning, there were 5. Then, after that, one left before we went to the church. One of the minions. After telling me
What
what I
up,
was
mister?
to pass on to Eastside Traders. Then there was only 3 minions plus Prometheus. And as I said, Prometheus was dressed all in buckskins, and he had a bow on his back, a common bow, when I first met him. And he had a bag over his head. And so I never actually got to see his face, but I will always remember his voice. It was very demonic and very, recognizable. And he always used that voice, even whenever he walked back into the church, or when he walked into the church. And every time that I talked to him, he used the same voice.
Even when he was wearing buckskin?
He was wearing all buckskin.
But was it the same voice?
He was wearing...
Or did he change his voice once he put on robes?
No, he was in his same voice that he was wearing when he was in buckskins and when he changed into the robes. And as I said, I am about 99% sure he got the robe from the priest zombie that was laying out front, the one that he had called over to the front of the church.
Which is crazy.
It almost looked like he was praying to him.
Interesting.
When I first saw him. But, that was the only reason why I believed that. Originally I thought he was just a baghead and he was going to rob me. And it just had that strange voice. And I was searched out on the road by the 3 minions, and they took my food and they took my other stuff, but they missed the gun that I had in my backpack. And I had planned, if I had the opportunity, I was going to use it. But when I got back into the church, they tied me up. So I had hoped that I could get untied and somehow get to my gun. But when they knocked me unconscious, Prometheus must have searched me then, because my gun disappeared when I woke back up after being knocked out.
Interesting.
And nobody was in the church then. I mean, I heard them talking, uh, but I only heard the minions talking. I didn't hear Prometheus anymore.
Hmm.
And they, as I said, then I heard the car start up and leave. I had heard the car earlier. They had actually brought it over to the church. Two of the three had brought it over to the church, where I was moved from the main road to the church.
Now, did any of the minions' voices sound familiar to anything that you've heard whatsoever? Say, maybe from a radio, from anything that we could have put a name to it? Or were they all just random
No.
voices that you've never heard?
Random voices I've never heard. They sounded young. The one had a dirty white armband. The other one had I thought it was purplish black full face um, mask on, so I couldn't see his face. The third guy, I never even heard him talk. The information I gave you about the uh, first person who talked about East Side Traders, I gave that information to the boys, and to include his name and who he said did it. And the boys said that they were very much interested, to the point where they took me from here, the boys, to the back so that nobody else could hear.
Mm-hmm.
And they were very interested in all this information. And
As they should
they
be.
told me not to tell anybody about it. So I did tell you, and because you're my boss, and I told Apache, and I told Benjamin.
But it's not that I'm just your boss. I'm your friend, right? Let's just make that one clear.
And I trust you.
Exactly.
And I also trust the boys.
Yeah. No. Same. I just want to make sure that this whole bit stays inside the barn, regardless of the interrogation or anything like that. It does not spread. The ideology dies. Right.
Right. And to be honest, the ideology, when he was talking about that, it went in one ear and out the other. I don't even remember half the conversation.
And for reference again, one more time, he told you to keep that specific skull on you at all times. And then, what exactly did he tell you to do?
Spread the word of Papa. I was honestly surprised that he did not kill me or do something more, because I've heard all the horror stories of cutting eyes out and cutting toes off, and all
it
those
pisses
stories.
me off more the fact that I was so close to you. We were on the radio talking and everything. I was right there, and the car drove past me, and the church was just right there. Then you just came out of the church. And if I would have just fucking followed my gut, I could have gunned down the whole fucking car.
I was upset that I waited, because I had an opportunity to shoot Prometheus when he was kneeling and calling the zombie over, or the priest zombie over, to the front of the church. I had the opportunity, I think, to be able to shoot him. But for some reason, I wanted to make sure, that he is, and I wanted to hear what he had to say for some reason. I don't know why, but at that point, I just wanted to hold off, and I'm kind of upset at myself for not shooting him when I had the chance, because once I got knocked out.
Get that out of your mind, right? We are the hunters of simple trade. You know what the most simple thing is for us to trade? It's not beefsteaks. It's information.
Yeah.
Sometimes our curiosity, which you'd think would kill the cat, you know, get the best of us. And I feel like that's what it was, so you were invested into said information more, so don't beat yourself up on it. You know, like I said, the main bit I care about is the fact that that skull is fucking gone. It is not residing in anywhere close to our residence. Um, and we'll go from there. We will track them down.
Okay.
We will find them. I can tell you now that what they were driving was a red Gunter. That was the car that left the church as I was approaching. I lay down in a bush, and realistically, I could have just crouched and sprayed, and the driver and passenger would have. Yeah, I regret it. I should have done it, but I wasn't too sure in case it was someone just passing by. Right, so.
Yeah, I just felt that I let down everybody for not doing it.
No, no letdown whatsoever. Right? Your instincts kick in and you follow your gut. Your gut told you to shoot him, but your brain did not allow you to do it. That's still your instinct.
So hopefully that clears things up that we didn't get to talk about that night.
Sorry, I'm tired of this fucking chicken. I'm trying to see it. Can't tell that. Is that the chicken? Yeah, I'll go deal with it outside. Can't tell if it's a chicken or not. But it's all good, bud. Right. The main thing is you're home safe.
Yeah, Violet and Wilma were saviors.
They are. So I'm hoping that this will pass. If you feel like you're having any weird thoughts or anything like that, please come speak with myself or any of us so we can help you get by that.
Well, today was the first time out of the barn. I went fishing, but Benjamin and Dee Dee, uh, they watched over me and they covered me while I was fishing and then helped bring the fish back to here. I haven't really wanted to go out much and probably will be that way for a little bit, but I'm sure it'll pass.
In due time for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad he threw some clothes on. Shit, he was running around there naked.
Shall we go
Yeah,
talk
Apache
to the...
helped me out with that.
Yeah, my eyes are just the
Oh,
best.
go ahead.
I just woke up.
And Apache has heard this whole story too. So
No, that's fine. It stays with the host. Right? You might have told the boys, that's totally fine. We trust the boys. It is what it is. But anyone that comes asking or anything like that, you don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
do we need to pass on the information of what this guy looked like, or just keep my mouth shut from this point forward?
Oh, by all means, look, tell me what the fuck he looked like.
Well, with the bag over his head, there's not much I can tell. You know, I only saw one eye staring like closer than we are now, as he was talking loudly in my face.
I'll
And
suddenly tell
threatening me and
Apache said hi,
hitting me
don't
and
worry.
punching me, and yeah.
Alright. Well, we're gonna be on high alert for a bit. while we try to track this down. I have a lot of other groups that I have to have questions with about, especially about this. See if I can't find any similar stories or anything like that. Like I said, if you feel a little off, a little unsettling or something, let us know.
Just yeah,
Damn,
just
a
be
wolf
careful
man way
what
up
you
here,
say.
huh?
Oh, I talk a lot,
Just be careful what you say to
but
what
Oh,
you say to Northern Oasis,
yeah, I'll hold my tongue.
because they told me not to tell anybody what I told them.
Yeah, well, I'm your boss, and I'm the one.
Especially about the first part.
Yeah, well, I'm also the one that helps the boys.
Yep.
Let's get off this dark topic. Clear your mind a little bit. Let's go bullshit with Apache a little bit. Unless you're ready for
You
bed.
wanted to. No. You wanted to search me too. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Let's get down to where I can stand up.
Yeah. Alright, you passed -1 beefsteak for a search tax. Just so I had some food.
There's more out in the tent.
Yeah, I think there's only like 1 piece or something like that last I looked, but I'll double check. But either way, I took the one that might have molded up a little bit quicker. But
Not a problem.
no, I like I said, I trust you, buddy. Trust you. So don't fuck me
Thank
over
you.
on my judgment here. Like I said, you get any dark thoughts or anything like that, or just weird thoughts in general in any kind of scenario you're in, please relay it specifically to myself, and we'll walk you through it.
Yeah, I have no thoughts of ending it, so you
All
can
right.
take note of that.
Nope. Sounds good. You about to take a nap, or you up for a bit?
I'll stay up for a little bit.
Nah. Let's go
What's
pester.
your plans for today?
Well, we're gonna go pester Apache.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of catching up to do, so we'll go do catching up with them. Sorry, folks. I gotta go through my
Whatever
base. Like I said,
Apache tells you.
Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Oh shit, I fell in. Going out back, Shadow.
Hey Apache.
Yo, yo.
Hey, you got the lock hammers and the explosives in there?
Yep, yep.
Yep. Can I get
You want me to
two
grab?
lock hammers?
I bet you. Okay.
Yep, yep.
God damn it. These guys are loud. about that.
Yeah, I found the rest of the food.
So, feature reference.
Hey, beer.
Oh, yeah. You kind of said those things a little bit loudly.
Oh.
I was over on the
I thought I was
backside.
whispering.
No, I was over on the backside
Oh,
when you were asking about certain things, so please. Just for
Oh, okay,
peace of
okay.
mind. No big deal, right? Technically, they'd be gone, but just
Yeah,
more
right.
of a peace of mind. You understand?
Yeah, for sure. My bad. I definitely thought that I was whispering, so my fault.
Who's behind you?
That's Sir Williams. That's Sir Williams loading in.
Yeah, well, what? Put your gun away. You don't have your gun out in my courtyard. Put it away, Sir
I'm
Williams.
3 carrying.
Well, you gotta tell me something sexy then. Okay, give me your sexy voice. Tell me something funny.
Give me 2 minutes, beer. I just woke up. Goddamn.
I'm just fucking with you, bud. I always give people
I
shit.
can
no
tell,
thing.
Joe.
Oh, please do.
Always.
Why does a chicken have feathers in his tail?
Why?
Because a cock'll do.
No, to cover his quacks.
Well, chickens don't quack.
To cover his quack.
That hurt me.
Okay, I got it.
GG, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you as always, best friend. Best friend. I will see you tomorrow on potentially here or Lug. You just let me know what you're thinking. I've got some RP to potentially do. So, you just let me know if we wanna do one thing over the other.
I brought that back today. No, I don't think so.
But I do want to come down to
That's
the
all wolf
Ring
stuff.
Mountain. I do need to
The McCall brothers that were throwing it all over.
as of right now, I need to speak with the ringmaster, right? So we'll get to that bit. That'll be the RP bit there, and we'll go from there. But Beer thinks he knows the lady. But have a wonderful night. Sleep well. If your daughter has a match tomorrow, tell her to call out so you can come in. Sleep well. We'll see you tomorrow. Miss you already. Bye-bye. Get absolute random shit on me. Those should have been dropped. Oh, good. It is what it is. Now, real quick, I was told there is the high brass that was allotted, say, entry into this bit. Has it stayed that way to where is it one or two people that can come and go just for my monitoring purposes?
Sir Williams, myself, and Tino generally come in here.
Gotcha. Now is Tino still part of Eastside?
No, he's not.
Alright.
He put in his final notice, and he's running with Brass Tacks full time.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure it wasn't.
The last.
Not that I don't trust any of your boys. I know you vet them and everything like
No.
that. I just.
You gotta keep it tight knit for sure.
Yeah.
And we just want to make sure that we don't, overstay our welcome or, any of that kind of stuff.
Nah, you're fine, bud. You're fine.
Brought this back from Tissy.
See, this man with an old man mustache fucking knows what he's doing. I think that's the new rent we gotta start charging. I need 100 mad monks per week. Oh
We're
god.
still working on the DMRs.
Yeah, well, you know, the mad monks are over DMRs.
Heard that.
Deal.
Yeah, you should probably pay attention to Apache before his arm gets tired and he hits you with it.
Yeah, man. Man, I'm weak.
Thank you.
You motherfucker.
I only have room for one. Let me see if I can rearrange.
I knew you
this.
lost
Look at her. I need a magazine so bad. Oh, my favorite thing.
Oh,
You see what he gave me?
oh shit! I told him that.
There you go.
I told him you lost one, man. Oh shit.
Just know Sir Williams has got your back, Beer.
Oh, I always know you got my back, bud. I always know you got my back. That fucking voice don't lie if you ask me.
Apache, did you get that box of ammo that was in the trading tent?
Oh, I haven't yet. No.
Okay.
I'll go grab it. Put it up there.
It's not in there now.
Yo, do you want to go start trouble with us, Apache?
Can we do something different real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, so I've been sleeping for a little bit. I'm trying to figure out a debrief on what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck is happening in the fucking neighborhood. Last I
Yeah,
fucking
let's
know,
break it down to 'em.
I go down to Piss Pond. A guy named Winter. I'm speaking with him. A third person hiding in the bush by the culvert starts trying to gun me down, misses every fucking one of his shots. Fucking pathetic. But as I rotate a little bit, and it took me a second to, it's a heavy gun. Takes a second. He eventually guns me down. So, I'm trying to pick up pieces. That's why I was speaking with Mr. Shadow over there. Was picking up pieces from the last time I spoke with him out there at Berezino. But I'm just trying to piece together what I'm missing here. Who potentially... Or if there's a potential if anyone knows that if Winter or Ice are the same person. I met Winter. You told me Ice. Or maybe it's Winter and I have no fucking clue. I'm just trying to, figure out what's going on in the neighborhood right now. And then we can kind of figure out the attack plan and go from there. I've got a lot of things that I need to do. I need to go speak with a lot of groups. But I'd rather have information beforehand before I go speak to certain groups for certain things. But yeah,
I'll let you know
I've
as
definitely got a lot of you want me to, hold on, I'll take my pants off.
well. I'm listening.
Fill me in.
All right. So this is what it's gonna be their
Sorry, that was a great joke.
story. It's gonna be their story after you got killed because they dealt with a lot before I woke up. They could tell you all about the truck
I'd love it.
because a lot of shit went down with the truck. God damn it,
Yo.
man.
So, that day that you got gunned down at Piss Pond, we were on our way home and heard all that shit going down. So then we jumped in. We took some return fire. Sir Williams got shored. Gage got shored. And then it was war for the next 3 days after that. 2 to 3 days after that. We would wake up and they'd be trying to raid our barn. They took our truck. I killed one that was trying to drive the truck. Got stuck for a little bit. We both got shored. Sir Williams got a hold of an M4 and some night vision goggles off of one of them, and then he got shored. And then we came back and they were still trying to get the truck out. And then we had gotten into another gunfight, and then more people heard the gunshots, and then more people started joining in on the gunfight. Ben got in on the gunfight. The McCall brothers got in on the gunfight. It was a straight shootout for almost 3 hours of just
So much death.
people coming back and forth. Yeah, it was
I'm pretty
crazy.
sure people walked in and maybe even some other randoms walked in because there was bodies of people I never even saw.
So
I think we got
it is.
third party by Big E and his little crew.
Big E doesn't have a crew. No, he might have some
No,
people
no.
that
He
are
did that
with him,
day.
but he doesn't have a crew.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's, when I finally caught back in it, me and Dan were here at the same time. So I came back to the base after trying to regroup, and Big E came by with the girl with the fox headdress on and another guy that I recognized. I didn't recognize at the time, but after the firefight I did. They just asked us what was going on in the area. I told them to stay clear. I told them about that crew that was hitting us, and they left running. They said they were going to go hunting, and they took off that way. Then half hour later, when we got into that gunfight down there, come to find out, one of the Tino ended up
I'm trying to.
shooting the girl with the fox headrest. So that's why I think we got third party by Big E and those other two. But I just had to. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm like, no disrespect. I'm trying to wrap my head. Like, Big E has nothing against us and would shoot us unless we're in an open field because he doesn't recognize our armbands. Would be my only guess.
It was dark. You had to understand. You had to.
Yeah,
it was
I wasn't there. I'm just curious, to, like, paint the picture kind of thing.
Probably
Picasso.
14 bodies over there after that gunfight. So there's a lot of stuff happening.
All I know is that I went over there. I spoke with Winter. We were talking for a second. I mentioned Piss Pond, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Piss Pond." I was like, "Yeah, I'm one of the owners of it." He's like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah, my name's Beer. I'm one of the leaders of the host," and I pointed at our barn. And we started talking for just a split second, and someone by that culvert started fucking gunning me down. And as I drew my weapon, next thing you know, I'm in northern Berezino. Now, northern Berezino, to get to here is... I'm being nice and saying 45 minutes. Right, that's you trying to scavenge and stuff. I didn't have to. I killed a couple zombies, got a couple pieces of food, and just kind of jogged over here. And that's when, at the time, I'd found this guy, which I'd had on me, laying in a bush. still fully loaded and everything. And so I'd circled the barn, got inside the barn, and then once I'd got inside, I realized that we were missing a lot of things that we shouldn't have been missing. So from there, it's all just a fucking blank to me. I'm
Yep.
just I'm trying to
That
figure out
day.
the whole Big E fitting in. So unless someone saw Big E during,
That happened 2 days later. The Big E event happened 2 days later.
oh,
So
okay,
that day that you're talking about, where you got shored, was the day that Sir Williams and Gage got shored. I was able to return 2 shots fired, but I didn't wasn't able to kill anybody. They all had full plate carriers and everything. They got away that day. The next morning, they stole our truck. We had
Oh,
a
they
huge
killed-
gun.
They
Oh,
killed
yeah,
Violet and Shadow.
Oh yeah, they killed
and then
Violet, yep.
then they stole the truck, and they freaking we had a fight with them up north, like scattered.
Right.
We all kind of trickled in and slowly killed and died. I ran around looting and stashing guns and coming back and dying. And the problem about all this beer and why it's so fucking confusing is those winter ice assholes aren't a part of the Crusaders, who I think is also we just ran into and hit us one day. And then the Big E thing, I think, is just another coincidence because they came in rolling, and it might not even be him, but that fox headdress might be her. But anyone can kill a fox, so we're kind of also confused, big dog. And I'm just happy I haven't died in 2 days.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
I've never died.
That pretty much sums it up.
Sorry, it's been short.
No,
No,
it
I'm
feels
just-
like
I'm-
that. Tell me.
I'm just
It's
saying
that.
that the
It's that.
lady
Thank
blesses.
you. Thank you. I feel like die every time because I wake up with a slight amnesia and it's like God gave me a second. You know what I mean? I think
Who
But
knows
then-
why we go to the shore?
Look, I've
Everyone has a reason.
every time I've done it in the past, I don't know how many times, I have a women's voice in my ear. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it is. Right? The only
What?
thing I could think of is potentially the clowns speak of the lady. They speak of the hag.
They do.
We've heard the tapes of them. I have no fucking clue, but they always tell me to pick myself back up, stand up, and get going. And they say some other, I won't say the other bits about them, complimenting certain things about my physique. But it's been kind of weird. But every time that I think, like, alright, cool, I'm just gonna go to rest. And there was at one point in time where I had, next thing you know, I couldn't see anything. And I heard Roscoe's voice. And it was the craziest little bit where I heard my leader's voice telling me something. And it was so very dim and subtle and everything like that. And to where I'm very curious on what the fuck that is. I have no clue where the fuck it came from. Right? But next thing you know, I wake up down in almost Cherno. Just on the in-betweens of Cherno and Electro. And I did what I normally do. I put one foot in front of the other, and I go back. So these guys that are coming up here, I've never heard their fucking names. Not from passing, not from their voice, nothing. I have no clue who the fuck they are. Right?
Yeah.
But seemingly, they are just that's probably them over there, shooting some other people. We have to figure out, like, who the fuck they belong to. Right? If
That's
there's
what we've been doing for the
if
last.
there's a belonging to, or if they're like nomads, regardless. But it's like, if you want to speak nomad, we know that there's so many other nomadic groups around the area, or lands, I would say. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But the fact that everyone from every little node I've seen on the inside, from Eastside Traders getting hit, House of Hope,
Helping hands.
us, oh yeah, Helping Hands is another crazy one.
It is.
Like, something's going on, and it seems like something is a little misleading in points. Ours specifically, right? Like I said, is all of these doors were closed and locked. Now, if you want to draw a map out real quick, and if you want to go ahead and look, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 4 dials before you could have got to the small tent that happened to have mine and Mr. Apache's plate carrier in. That's 5 4 dials. Either
Oh, I
you were
agree.
just abso-fucking-lutely lucky on rolling a dial, and you were saying that you were returning fire the whole time during that exchange. When I got coasted, you guys were in a firefight at one point, right? So either some
yeah.
person got absolutely lucky, got through 5 4 dials, got in there, but then from what I was
But they
told,
would have taken the dials.
but they didn't.
I know. Every person I know that's psycho enough to roll a dial takes that dial with them. They don't leave the dials, bro.
Let alone put them back on the
And
door.
five and what? So yeah. I don't know. Your guys'
Less than
thing is
40
magic. Like our raid is not.
Less than 45 minutes it took me to get back. I'm saying 45. It took me probably 25 to maybe 30. Because I kind of went a little bit more north towards east side to get towards the ATC at east side and then cut across. I didn't want to go through Krasno. Right? So I took a little bit of a detour. So I'm going to say 45 in total, period, for me to get home. And my body was completely gone, disassembled, dispersed. There was nothing left except this one rifle that was laying in a bush. These things don't add up.
Well, and then Natasha hearing the banging on the inside didn't add up either.
Exactly.
And getting shot from the outside.
Yeah. And she fell
That shit's all weird.
from
I don't know anything.
if I were to shoot a patch in the face from this angle right here, that's how she fell. That's how I found the body out there. I have her armband. So someone from down there shot her from an angle that almost doesn't exist.
Like she was laying like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Exactly.
What's
Next to the flagpole, like
what's
right next to the
important also
flagpole.
is that we've been searching for days. I've searched every city north of the railroad tracks from
No.
military base Kamensk to all the way to the shore. No evidence, and that's where they were all coming from. That's where they were driving the truck to. That's where they were running to, and I'm just at a loss.
Exactly,
so,
Dreamer.
And everybody that I'm
impossible.
talking to, so I'm talking to
It'd take
the
up to
Oasis,
To 4
I'm
hours to roll
talking
one,
to
depending on how good you are.
BMR, things like that. All the people that they've run into, they're calling themselves differently every time. Their names are different every time. So, these guys, everything that we have on them right now is a dead end. Oasis feels like they're getting pretty close, but I don't know.
That's the thing. It is, I'm told the name Ice, right? And then I meet a cocksucker named Winter. Same MO, right? So they're constantly changing their name, and they're constantly changing armbands. It's similar to like the Thieves Guild, Vermin, Rats, all those kind of jazz. Just false flag and do that. Which to me is bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm also now looking at your boys' Iron Bands and seeing how similar they are to ours, but they are very close to almost Northern Oasis. I don't know if that's your official one
Yep,
or if
they're
you're
right in
picking up
between.
one.
See it.
They're right.
They're
Yeah, they're right in between.
yeah,
Benjamin whipped up
they're
some
right in
armbands
between.
for him.
Yeah, Mr. Bones said he liked the color of ours today, so that was cool.
Yeah, as long as it drum up any
Honestly,
trouble for
we
you
just-
boys.
No, we like both the groups that those are close to, and also, it's just something. We're still workshopping it. We just need something so that you guys and us, we can all see each other. And
Yeah.
not-
Well, like I said, I
Shoot
like
each
I like how similar it is. Similar to where, if I needed an Iron Band, Apache could pass me one kind of thing, and I was next to you, they'd look pretty similar from a distance, for sure. I just wasn't too sure. It almost looked like you were wearing ours, but beaten up. But when I looked closer, They are not ours.
No,
We
no.
would like a more
Ben
brassy color.
Yeah, we're trying.
Brass
But
tacks.
yeah, Ben gave him some armbands to wear until he made these ones. But yeah, some of them might still have our right armband on.
Yeah, well, that's all good. As long as they're a friend, I'm totally fine with them bearing a singular armband kind of thing. We've donned the two armbands just due to the fact that you could see it from either which way, but you know, prospects and such only wear one armband. Oh no, he's wearing a double. It's okay. I forgive him.
I'm gonna kill that chicken so soon, guys. I've
Oh,
got.
I
before
really
I
want
snap.
someone. I really want someone to kill it. I was trying to get an angle from up top while I was speaking with Shadow.
I couldn't.
If I had a shotgun, I would just go out there and blast them.
I almost went AK on it.
Oh, thank fuck.
Salad pistol.
Save your fucking Chernaroos.
But basically, to
Man.
sum it up, we're still looking. I'm hoping the first set of guys, Ice and Winter, are just tourists that are gonna get bored, and the Crusader guys, I think, are the real issue.
I've never heard of the Crusaders.
This is
So that would have had to been some
multi-agency
while
look,
I
right?
was while I was sleeping when someone comes by and claims to be the Crusaders or something. I have nothing when it comes to them. Never heard of them.
No, they're
Nobody
new,
has.
but they're doing weird stuff. Like at East Traders, they were like burning and chanting and making weird noises and stuff. Man, they were
Eating
hocus pocus
human
stuff.
flesh. Yeah, eating everything
Yeah.
except for the last bite, making weird demon names and sounds and stuff, and trying to be like cultists, but wannabe cultists. You know what I mean? They're just a bunch of punks. It seems like.
Sympathizers. And
Yep,
wannabes.
exactly.
Anyone that sympathizes with the cult, anyone that is the cult, anyone that even wants to speak positively about the cult gets a bolt in their fucking head, period.
It's true. It's true.
Well, actually, no. Let me retract. They get a bullet in the fucking leg, they get tied up, and they get interrogated. Once they're interrogated, they get tortured just like what they fucking did to Roscoe, Delilah, and all the other poor souls that have had to go through it.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard of a study. Hold on, real quick. I've heard of a
Worm
study,
is missing.
and I was tracking that. We'll get to that one in a second. I've heard of a study from Tedek the medic from Dark Carnival, that roughly almost 100 heat packs, if you put them in someone's inventory, they will literally melt.
Oh, that's a pretty cool way to kill someone.
Exactly. I will happily melt a fucking cultist into a fucking puddle, and I will piss on that puddle, and then I'll flip the dirt over like no one
And
ever
melt 'em
pissed
again.
there. Yeah. I got blowtorches.
I'll start collecting the heat packs.
Yeah. You were mentioning worm missing. I heard about that a little bit ago, but I wouldn't see that as anything too crazy of worm being missing.
Nah, Payne stopped by and told me that the cult had kidnapped him after that church event. I don't know if you know who Payne is, but yeah, he pretty much
I might have heard the name,
thinks
but
that he
I
might
don't
be-
know him.
Yeah.
No, not a chance.
So
Even
if
if
they
the
got him,
even if the cult
yeah.
got him, it's no big deal. The lady's blessing is stronger than anything. That's why Bramers always came back from the craziest of fucking fights and captures, and it goes for all the clowns. They've literally been held in restraints and duct taped up and everything like that. There's just a chance that Worm is somewhere in an unfamiliar area. Like I was mentioning, he could be in like Beraziki. I don't know if Worm's ever been up that far north.
Yeah, hey, I don't know how the lady works with him, but the forces of Papa, Mama, and the lady, I don't know. I heard the people joking they might be married, so who knows?
Yeah, the lady and Papa are definitely not married. Not a chance. Now, Mother.
Opposites attract and all
I,
that, you know.
I don't know if you've ever heard of
Yeah,
Mother.
exactly.
Has anyone heard of Mother before?
Nope.
Yeah, Mother's more of a, say, an overlook religion, for say, that I heard while I was down there about them praising Mother and how she provides and Mother provides and Mother provides. Like, that might be a polar opposite. The lady just wants the show to go on. So the lady provides to get the show to go on. So regardless what happens, the show must go on. So I don't think that Worm is in any kind of danger whatsoever. I think that maybe he's just lost. Maybe he's really tired from the interaction. If Worm gets riled up and he's talking a lot, like, he can get a little tired.
Get going.
What do you mean get going?
You're right.
We
We have
we
a
got
mission.
Oh.
yeah, we have a date. We have a date with disaster.
Yeah. Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, never.
I'll let that date be fine if any of these gentlemen want to join any of that things. I have no clue about it.
Yeah. You're
Any takers? We rolling.
I have
Alright.
I have a body cam rolling. That's the only rolling I got going.
Yep.
I understand.
Now,
Yep. Cool. So I'll catch up with you gentlemen later. I appreciate
how
everything. We
how
are
how,
working on it.
how far abouts are you folks traveling?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, about 40 minutes.
I mean, if you need an extra hand, at that point I could, but I don't know if these boys need me for anything else.
I'm going to take a nap soon, so go ahead.
Patchy, you
Plus,
rolling? You
Oh
wanna
yeah,
stay?
yeah. I'm rolling.
Now, is
Rolling.
anyone
I just need to
against
fix my boots.
I gotta document things that are going on around these parts that have been sleeping so much. My GoPro
I
got
understand
fully
that.
charged. Now, if you don't like any of that bit, I will happily tell you to good luck and enjoy.
Where'd Apache go?
It's up top.
Just up top for a second.
Right here. Got you, sewing kit. For your boots? Oh, hey, oh, dude.
Whoa.
Here, man, dude, take it, dude. I didn't ask for payment.
Oh shit.
Either of you need food?
I would.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. So,
beer-
if you
this
boys
right
want
here's
me to
the
company or
4-dial,
not?
or that door.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I
You
don't.
know.
I don't. Well, it's up to you.
I mean, I always enjoy more company. You know, I can also check with my associates real quick. Let me send him a pigeon. Make sure it's okay.
Yeah. Like I said, there's almost like there's more eyes than mine, but nothing crazy.
Ooh, thank you.
That's all I got.
Good now. All right, thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm gonna toss my shovel in here just in case oh, and tossing that in there just in case. And
Beer.
yeah. Oh, happily. Thank you, buddy.
I'll lock as you leave, and then I'm going to take a nap.
So we currently have 6 bodies on us, and we don't want to make it too big of a number.
Yeah,
what
it's
it
fine.
looks like.
Have fun. I'll go fuck off and go cause my own mischief.
All right, sick. Well, sorry, Beer. I will definitely hit you up on our next adventure, though.
Yeah, no worries. I got plenty of adventures to do myself. I got a lot of southern
Right on.
explorations and stuff to do, which might result in complete liquidations of other places.
Sounds good. All right. Well, I'm rolling out. Hey, Sir Williams, are you still out there? Oh, okay.
I'm in good hands, Beer.
Yeah, good luck. May the forest be with you, or something like that, I think is what the old times would say.
I have the lock.
Yeah, these guys are fucking slops and just leaving shit all over the floors around these parts, so I need to clean up a little bit.
Night, Beer.
Nah, bud.
Good night, Shadow.
Who's the hooded dude? I don't know which one you're talking about. Guess I'll just pay attention real quick and you can tell me which hooded dude you're talking about. How's it going? That's Sir Williams.
Sure is, man. I miss my armor.
Yeah, we can work on getting it back to you. Oh, with the green scarf, he is the leader of Brass Tacks. So that is, not Ned, but that would be... Guess my name's drawing a blank. Yeah, these guys are new to me. Right, there are neighbors and everything like that down there. They do nothing but good things, great things for us. But some of their names, I'm just because there's two different groups. There's the not the McCoys, but the McCollums, and then there's Brass Tacks. Both of which frequent Piss Pond, our area, and everything like that. So it's a little different. Um, let's see, it's only 10 right now. I am contemplating going down to the House of Hope. No way, Eastside Traders is awake. Let me actually crouch. Let's see, who else could be potentially awake? Probably be another couple hours before anyone from TNL got on. The ones from across the pond. The town of Kamensk people, I do want to go meet the leader too. He said Trader's definitely in bed. BMR is definitely in bed. Trying to think. Sorry, just pause the screen for a second. Doubt anyone's awake on Lug. I mean, we can go just loot and scoot. Like, why not? Just if I die, I'm not coming back for anything at this point. I don't care. Oh, I know it's 1 a.m. for you, man. Appreciate you sticking around. Thanks for the RP. realistically, like, I'm almost thinking we just, well, that's barrel water. I prefer it fresh from the source, the clouds. Why would I not collect this? Got a little PvP down. Fuck yeah, dude. And just know that we are not PvP bound to anything, but it's always good to get a refresher. I am actually super interested in the new DayZ Battle Royale map. So there's a chance I'm trying that tomorrow. Maybe I stream, maybe I don't. We'll see, but I feel like tomorrow I've got a bunch of Lug and DUG and just anything in between, potential deadfall. It's hard to keep up with. Good night, dreamer. Sleep well. Have sweet dreams. You are the dreamer, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, the #1 legend, the legends that legends were made of. Sleep well. Yeah, Fresh Spawns did play it. I know a bunch of other people did play it. I am super interested in it because that would be pretty fun. I was watching Cryptic earlier as I was leaving work play it. I was like, that's kind of cool. It's only a matter of time. Like, I would go fuck around, loot like Spharanginos for a grad, but realistically, I had a long day at work. I think we're just gonna end. I'm torn. I almost want to just end things now, or potentially go out on a loot run. I think here. Yeah, we're just gonna call a stream at this point. I was gonna go do some fun, but crazy week at work. Tomorrow will be a nice long stream. Pretty much all on my agenda is quick mow my yard. Potentially, but I might pawn it off on my brother. Then go play a quick 9-hole of golf. It's nothing crazy, so we can get into some stuff. Then we're gonna go venture south. We're gonna go down to the carnival, Mokolevka. It almost seems like realistically what might happen is I just F11. And then depending on where I pop up on the coast, we will go start speaking to some of the groups down there and get a a better layout of things, see what's going on with the cult activity down there, patch up some of these stories to see. I started the stream so everyone could see what Shadow went through. Yeah. You got 3 more hours of work left. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, you're in yeah, fulfillment? If I remember your title, is that fulfillment or sortation, I think. One or the other. That's crazy. I'm just trying to think here. Like, if anyone wants to watch me walk around Sphere and Geno, potentially go to the house help where I was told that anyone that goes there gets shot. So that's been taken over. Sortation, that's right, that's right. I remember. So I said sortation first. Shit. Oh, God. My main thing is, like, where I'm at right now is if I happen to get coasted, I'm not coming back. I'm just going to go to bed. So I'd rather not give that kind of story of me seeming like a sore loser. I'm just that tired. So I'd rather go do an actual loop run, and if I got coasted, we will come back to exactly where it is wherever we wake up at. So I think for that reason, we'll just call it for the night. I know I haven't been around a little bit. I've lost a couple subscribers, which is crazy. But I'm hoping to change it. I'm trying to get like more of a daily notification out there to let people know. Just this last week was the only anomaly, right, where I'm having to work 16-hour days. Not having a manager to hold it down. So, covered for him. He's backing at him. And we'll just pick back up next week to where I can do like shorter like work day streams, right? Give you a couple hours of goofing around on DUG, Lug, whatever we want to do. I just think for this specific one, it would make more sense that if I do the smart thing, go to bed now, and we will do a longer or an even longer stream tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm making the executive decision. Sorry. Thank you everyone so much. It means a lot coming in, hitting the like button and whatnot. Tomorrow will be an actual good stream. I promise. Today was just like a weird one where I was like, oh, I'll toss up a quick little stream. I was gonna go to Lug, but let's be fair, there's no one on Lug right now. So do you to watch me organize tents and stuff over there probably isn't the best content. But come the weekend, Lug pops off, so we'll be fine there. Other than that, thank you guys and gals so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Like I said, for the likes, the subscriptions, and everything. We've met. Sorry, not we. Actually, no. We have met our goal to become a YouTube partner with our watch hours, right? So now we just need subscribers. I have not advertised this channel whatsoever, so I think we might start advertising here soon. I got to build a Discord. If anyone in here right now is familiar with building some Discords, maybe want a little Discord moderator bit, by all means let me know. Just send me a private message. We'll build the Discord. I gotta get graphics finished up. You name it. So, other than that, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, tell your loved ones you love them. And we will see you all tomorrow. 100%. Sleep well. Or hope you rise well. Catch you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.